What is up, Squared Nation? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos, and today I'm coming at you from my mobile command center here. It's become one of my go-to recording studios for all content that we provide here on the channel for you. I do apologize again. I feel like I'm a broken record. I keep saying sorry and nothing's coming to fruition. But I was a little sick this past week and I just wasn't up to it. You know, I didn't have the right posture or like the right mindset to make videos for you guys. So instead of just jamming you with content, like crappy content, I felt like, let me just get better, and get to the point where I can put out a quality video for you guys so you're not, watching garbage. So I do apologize for that. Shout out to everybody who sent me well wishes. Thank you so much, especially my Discord channel. You guys are the best. So today we're bringing you another tech talk video. I know it's not Tuesday, it's Thursday, but we're still talking some tech. And today's card that we're going to be talking about is Revenge Deathball. Revenge Deathball was introduced to us in set 4. It's a red extra card, costs you 1 red energy. It's one of the leader exclusive extra cards that you can use and activate if your leader is baby or it just has the baby restriction. And basically what it does is it's an active battle. You tap a red and it gives your leader, so your baby, plus 10,000 power. But then it gives you the added ability of choosing a battle card your opponent controls and reducing its attack by 15k. So it minuses 15k on the battle card. Why is this good? I'll tell you why. So most battle cards that are going to be doing damage right now in today's format are right around the 15k mark. You're playing against a lot of storm decks. They don't really have any heavy hitters that are higher than 15k. Burst Attack Gohan is like everybody's new favorite card. That's 15k. There's a lot of solid attackers that are 15k attack. Kabas, Gohans, Intensifying Power Trunks, all of the one combo into play blockers, all those are 15k. So the reason it's good is because how the transition works and how the order of operations, as I like to call it, in Dragon Ball Super, is your opponent gets to declare an attack. You obviously have the option of negating. You don't negate. Then they proceed to their combo step. So let's use Saiyan Kaba for an example. It's a 1-drop red. You attack, take a life, it gains 10k, double strike. So it becomes a 15k power attacker with double strike. So they attack, they resolve their auto, and they choose not to combo. Now, Revenge Deathball can be responded to this player's attack because it happens during your active battle. So by tapping 1 red energy, you give your leader a 10k boost, and you get to select one of the battle cards on your opponent's side of the field and reduce its power by 15k. Because Kaba's attack is 15k and it reduces to 0, it gets destroyed by game mechanics. So essentially, it's a pseudo Shugesh explosive. And it kind of just gets rid of that threat on the board. The other option, of course, is if your opponent has 2 battle cards and they bring out a Kaba, because they chose not to combo, and you're at 25k at this point because of the 10k pump, you can now KO the other card that's on the field, if it's 15k or less power. So it's really versatile because you can kind of pick and choose how to eliminate your opponent's board. Obviously, you're not going to affect anything that has barrier, but it's still a very good card for 1 energy. The added bonus of having this card is it gets around your opponent's combo step. Now, what I mean by that is combo increases are not permanent increases. They do not change the attacker's value in its printed attack. That comes before the combo step. So for example, let's say I attack you with Saiyan Kaba. I do the whole rigmarole of activating its effect, taking a life, boosting it up 10k, giving it 15k double strike, and let's just say I shotgun my hand. I boost it up to say something ridiculous like 100k. Let's say I get my double strike Kaba up to 100k. That 85k that I comboed onto the Kaba does not change its printed attack value. So because the numerical value of the combo does not get added until after the official end of the combo step, which would be after your opponent's combo, its value remains to be 15k on its attack base. So you respond with Revenge Death Ball, they just shotgun their entire hand into this Kaba, and you just blow it up. So essentially, they've wasted their entire hand, and they're just like, oh crap, what do I do? So it kind of brings that surprise element that we used to have with Shugesh Explosive when the format called for it. Obviously, it's a nice balance to have this card being restricted only to baby, so it gives you incentives on playing the baby leader. But just the Machine Mutant archetype in general has a lot to do with attack manipulation. Um, I like that they restricted it to baby, because if it would have just been Machine Mutant, then you could have abused this card with Dr. Mew, and Dr. Mew has the added caveat of having Planet M2 at its disposal. Not that you can't use Planet M2 with baby. You could still use Planet M2 with baby and give your opponent's battle cards minus 5k, but Dr. Mew does allow you to draw a card off of it too. So they kind of balanced it so that both cards weren't playable by both leaders, which I like. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this card is because it's pretty relevant right now in the meta. I mean, obviously Baby is going to be considered a rogue deck, but because you're not really self-inflicting damage and you're not really self-awakening, you're just kind of letting your opponent hit you so you can awaken in a later state of the game, like probably post turn 3 or 4, and establish, like your energy so that you can play your bigger threats. So the fact that you have sustainable life in the beginning and you can just defend early and you're not self-awakening as part of your strategy allows you to play more rogue leaders, because you're still going to maintain advantage every turn by just attacking the leader. Whether the attack goes through as successful or not and you do damage doesn't really matter. You just have to declare the attack with the leader to draw a card. And then you can play the late game, because you can use your energy efficiently later on in the game, because Baby is an untapped 2 leader, to be able to get your threats out post turn 4, and still awaken and restand those 2 energies. But also, you have a very, very interesting interaction with your effects and your opponent's board. So the Baby leader itself, when it attacks, it selects a battle card you control and a battle card your opponent controls, and reduces its attack power by 10k. So that automatically kills Gotens and Bardoks. Then you have the added bonus of the Union Absorb mechanic with the 1-drop Baby and any type of Vegeta that you have on the board going into the Baby Vegeta card, which is a 20k double striker that comes out essentially for free, and when it comes out, it draws you a card, and it chooses a battle card your opponent controls and reduces its attack by 20,000. So a 20k reduction essentially will blow up any card in the game. And then obviously if you evolve the Grade 8 Baby on top of that Baby Vegeta, every time your opponent summons a card, you draw and you reduce it by 20k, or when you attack. So it works on either player's turn. I like the Baby cards a lot. I've always been a fan of the attack stat reduction when it was introduced back in set 3 with the Machine Mutants, but I feel like Baby is just capitalizing on it a lot better. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see some rogue matchups, with the Baby leader, because that effect of reducing attack is very, very strong, especially if, your opponents are trying to put damage on you with lesser threats, whether it's a 1-drop 15k or, a 2-drop 10k or 15k, whatever the case may be. You're still doing some damage. And if you combo it properly, in certain areas, you can even get rid of bigger threats than just 15k. I mean, I was playtesting a Baby deck online the other day on Untap, and I Revenge Deathballed a at all cost Vegeta on my turn. So I reduced it by 15k, brought it down to 5, and then because I swung with my leader, I chose that battle card and reduced it even further. So I reduced it with Baby's effect, bringing it at all costs down to 10k, and then just Revenge Deathballed it, and didn't really use that many resources to get it off the board, because I knew next turn he was going to activate his effect, destroy one of my cards on the field, and activate Triple Strike. So if you guys have piqued your interest with playing Machine Mutants or Baby or whatever the case may be, try it out. Always test it out online. I prefer Untap as opposed to Octagon, but to each his own. They're both very good tools for utilization if you're trying to playtest online, if you haven't been able to get out to your locals, or if you just don't essentially have the cards to build the deck. I mean, it's better to test out online. Um, that way before you commit to either investing in or trying to trade for the cards you need to build a deck. But definitely check it out. Revenge Deathball is today's Tech Talk. Thank you guys so much for the continuing support. Don't forget to check us out on all our social media platforms: Patreon, Discord, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you have any questions, you can email me at nocounters.nocombos@gmail.com. Let's open this up for discussion in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about Revenge Deathball, or if there's any baby players out there that have any tips or any have had any success with the deck in the meta. Please, let's open this up for discussion. That's what these videos are all about. Join the Discord channel. We have a very strong community in our Discord channel where we're constantly bouncing ideas off of each other. We have a great group of guys. So if you're looking for somewhere, just to converse about the game, by all means, check it out. All the links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Be there or be squared.